Let me engage you for a few minutes about some very common topic that all of us deal with every day, and that is how to live our lives in this nation where we are surrounded by people that are non-Muslim, people that are believers, but many of them have a different faith different from us. How to interact with them, how to live our lives as true believers, and yet have a very harmonious and peaceful community. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's design by which we see our world around us today. We did not make it. We did not, at least I can talk for myself. I never imagined that there will be a day when I'll be way on the other side of the globe, standing in New York, and being able to speak in English and convey my thoughts to others. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has designed this world. He has put us where He puts us, and He expects us to live by our faith so that His universe can continue. It is by design that some of us are Christians, some of us are Jews, some of us are atheists, and some of us are believers of Islam. Nothing happens without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's permission. So let's start from that vantage point, that if we are surrounded by non-believers, it's not our fault. And if they are non-believers, it's not their fault either as they see it. We may find fault with each other, but they themselves, everyone believes that they are on the right path, and some feel that it's okay not to have any faith at all, and yet you can live this life, and that also is by design. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted everyone to be a believer, He could have easily done that. He didn't. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in His book also that if I wanted, I would have given beliefs to everyone, but that's not what I desired. We are here undergoing a test. We are spiritual beings. It's a beautiful, profound statement that was made by a non-believer, non-Muslim. A Christian lady made that statement. We are spiritual beings having a bodily experience. We are here temporarily in a body, but we are actually spiritual beings. And this bodily experience, physical experience that we have here, will soon be over, whether we live to be 100 years old, 120, or 50, or 60, or 10 years old. This is a temporary life. And we are undergoing a test. There are people around us that we must interact with. How we treat creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how fair we are to them, how understanding and accommodating we are, is what's important. How do we take care of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's children, so to speak. So everyone around us that we see as a human being must be respected. So each one of us has a certain standing or personality in life. One personality is that we are human beings, children of Adam and Eve. So that portion has to be respected as it is. Then comes what ethnic group we are, what nationality we are, what belief system we were born in, or which belief system we practice. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that these are the messengers, tilka rusulu faddalna ba'dahum ala ba'd. These are the messengers that I sent, and I have given higher status to some over the others. That is again by design, so that whatever is the need of human community at a time, whenever a messenger came, that need had to be fulfilled, and with that comes the limitations. For example, the prophets before our beloved prophet, the final messenger, all other prophets came at a time when there was not much of a mechanism to save the written word or spoken word. And there was no way of really making sure that whatever word comes down from the divine, that humans have the capacity to remember it for 2 or 3 generations. Things do get kind of diluted, and things do get changed and altered, not necessarily by design, but by the fact that physically we are not that able to really preserve whatever we hear. I may say something here for a test. If 15 people are listening, and then you ask them to repeat it what I said, and you will see that everyone would remember it by the context in which they hear it, and they may not really remember exact lettering, exact words. I can say this guaranteed because I'm a poet. And you write a poem, one little line, and then you see these scholars trying to repeat that, and they are prepared probably, they read it at home and they prepare it. So then when they recite it, they make a change in the word here and there, not that meaning doesn't change. For example, I would say, दर्द दिल के वास्ते पैदा किया इंसान को, वरना ताज के लिए कुछ कम न थे कुर्रोबियां. Now if I say this and you try to repeat it, even if you know the language, if you're not a poet, you may not be able to put these letters and words exactly like that. Many people will read that and won't even understand what it's written. Many people don't know what kurobia means. Darde dil ke waaste paida kiya insaan ko. I have created human beings so that they will have empathy for each other. They will feel the pain of the others. Varna taaj ke liye kuch kam na the kurobia. Varna otherwise, for my obedience and following my command, there were no shortage of angels, no shortage of other people, that invisible creation that I have. But I created mankind so they will have empathy and feeling for each other, and they will help each other and more or less, try to be helpful to the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the reason why many people of the book of Abrahamic faith also, they mean well, and yet whatever message they have now, not necessarily in the original context, original word, yet it's not their fault. It has happened that we have to understand that. Rather than looking down upon them, try to be empathetic to them, try to give them the clear message. It will be so easy for them to understand. Like this is the Christmas season. Christians are celebrating the Christmas.